bibigyan ko sa inyo ng certain topics about per group activity siya. No? This will be about the advent of modern and advanced laboratory procedures and operations. So, may mga subtopics per group na gagawa ninyo ng content, then i-report nyo siya during the same time. No? Around 10 to 15 minutes of reporting per group. So, enough na kasi yun talaga. No? But yun nga, just for that is magkakaroon tayo ng face-to-face. Much better siguro na ibigay na lang natin by next meeting during, if ever na i-approve yung ating online, yung ating face-to-face classes during the what do you call this? The foundation week. Pero kung hindi i-approve, i-asynchronous natin kasi yun yung advice ni Dean as well as ng Academic Council during this time of celebration of the foundation week. Wednesday kasi is, I think, may naka-assign na activity or na parang program na need attendan ng mga students. So, if ever na hindi ma-approve, so mag-asynchronous talaga tayo, no? But yung activity ninyo for today, again, that's a reporting type. So, gagawa kayo ng PowerPoint presentation, maybe around 8 to 12 slides, enough na to cover all of the contents of your particular assigned topic. And so the contents of the topic will be discussed now once I have assigned to you the different activities per group, different subtopics per group. Again, these topics will be about the different advanced and modern laboratory operations, meaning these are all possibly implemented in some clinical laboratories, not only in the Philippines but global, internationally. Ayan. So, ano ba yung mga meron tayo currently na before our traditional methods, but again, nagkaroon ng improvement as well as advancement due to the needs of the people, due to the needs of the patient. No? So ano ba yung mga advantage, disadvantages niya, applications and uses, then possible examples of those tests, mga brands, mga techniques under them. So currently I have 8 groups na to be assigned. So meron tayong total of 36, tama na 36 students for the section, tama 36 ba? Check ko lang. 38 students wala for the section A. So bali, meron tayong 6 groups with 4 members and 2 groups with 3 members. 2 groups with 3 members. So para total of 38 overall. So bali, tama no? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. Tapos natitirang 6 will be distributed to the different groups. So expect na meron tayong groups with 6 members, with 4 members, and 2 groups with 3 members. Siguro i-assign ko yung 4 members or yung 3 members for topics that are relatively shorter or relatively easier to research compared to the rest. Yan, no? So, ready na ba? Kompleto na ba tayo? So, I think available naman ang 26 students, no? So, please listen carefully so I can assign you the group members. So, this will be randomized based on the class list provided on the Canvas. Si Mr. Reboya lang yung wala. So, siya lang yung hindi natin mai-include. That's why 38 lahat ng section 1.
Meron niyang
1A, no? Wala ka. Okay? So, our topic is about laboratory procedures. Modern and advanced laboratory procedures, possibly currently existing and emerging, meaning ongoing na siya ng implementation at the same time. Meron ding mga papalabas pa lang, mga proposals, mga future mga future emergent technologies for laboratory medicine. Okay, so starting tayo with the first group. So mag-assign ako ha. Please pakilista once you have heard your name. So this will be your group members as well as the assigned topic. Start tayo kay Mr. Abuan. Mr. Abuan. Okay. Group 1, Mr. Abuan. Miss Duran. Mr. Hintalan. Okay, Mr. Hintalan. And Miss Pinza. Okay. I repeat ha. Group number 1, Abuan, Duran, Hintalan, Pinza. Okay, ulitin ko no. Group number 1, Mr. Abuan, Miss Duran, Mr. Hintalan, and Miss Pinza. Group number 1, 4 members. So, your topic will be about point of care testing, POCT. Your topic will be about POCT, point of care testing. So ano ba yung point of care testing? So these are bedside laboratory testing. Meaning, hindi na kailangang pumunta pa ni hindi na kailangang pumunta pa ng sample sa laboratory to be tested. So this includes yung mga handheld analyzers, meaning mga hahawak mo lang ng kamay mo, mga portable analyzers. Rapid screening test that does not need the sophisticated instruments of the laboratory to provide laboratory tests and laboratory results. And yung mga emerging pocket diagnostic instruments, yung mga pwede nyo lang ibulsa but can provide an accurate or maybe sufficient lab results. And usually these are screening tests. Okay, these are what we call the POCT, mga handheld or portable analyzers. Analyzers meaning they can provide laboratory results. No? Same. Accurate laboratory test result as an actual central lab analyzers. Now, instead na yung malalaking machines na nasa laboratory, this will be processed by handheld or mga tabletop or portable na nabibitbit na mga instruments natin. Okay? So that will be assigned for the group number 1, Mr. Abuan, Duran, Hintalan, and Pinza. Okay, clear ba tayo? Paki-acknowledge lang any of the members of the group. Paki-acknowledge, pa-thumbs up lang, no? Para lang makita ko kung clear tayo. Thumbs up, react lang. Ayan, okay, Mr. Hintalan. Nasaan kayo? Bakit ang daming tao dyan kay Miss Garcia? Nasa laboratory ba kayo? Library, okay. Sige. Naka-assign din ba kayo sa sa Pulayawan? Hindi nandito kayo sa school? Hindi. Okay, sige. Okay, so next group tayo, group number 2. Group number 2. Group number 2, okay, makinig ha. Group number 2, we have Miss Adonis. Miss Ebreo. Miss Adonis, Miss Ebreo, Miss Inosito, Mr. Salvador. Okay, we didn't have Miss Adonis, Miss Hebreo, Miss Inosito, and Mr. Salvador. So that will be for the group 2. The assigned topic for your group will be about, okay, this time, laboratory information system. Okay, laboratory information system. So ano yung mga laboratory information system natin? This includes yung mga data management and automation. So before, di ba gumagamit tayo ng mga handwritten, no? Pen and paper, traditional clerical and administrative works. But this time, it will be through digitalized. With the use of computer, internet, cloud-based activities or operations. That's what we call the laboratory information system. No? Okay? Teka lang, wait lang. May tumatawag sa akin si Ma'am Laila. Pause lang saglit ha. Okay, sorry, continue na natin. So, tumawag lang si Ma'am Laila. Nandiyan si Ma'am Laila sa library. So, continue natin. So, group 2 with group of Miss Adonis, Miss Ebreo, Miss Inosito, and Mr. Salvador. Your topic will be about laboratory information system. Okay? So, I think na-define ka na kanina, no? So, yun lang. Bibigay niyo yung kanyang description. What are the uses of it in the laboratory? Ano yung advantage and disadvantage niya? Tapos bigay lang kayo ng mga programs that uses LIS. No? Ano yung mga examples of commercially available programs? Kasi yun yung ginagamit sa lahat ng mga medtechs as what we call their LIS, the Laboratory Information System, for inputting the test to be performed on that sample, production of laboratory results, no, interoperability between the different sections of the laboratory, pati yung mga cybersecurity possible, no, kasama dun na features of the LIS. Okay, that's for the group of Adonis, Ebreo, Inosito, and Salvador. For the group number 3, group number 3, your group members are, for the group number 3, your group members are Albis, Miss Puntanar, Miss Manalo, and Miss Tumapang. Okay, again, for the group number 3, we have Miss Albis, Puntanar, Manalo, and Tumapang. So, the topic or the subtopic that will be assigned to your group will be about this one, molecular diagnostics. Okay, for the group ni Miss Albis, Miss Puntanar, Manalo, and Tumapang, your topic will be molecular diagnostics. So you will search now for the use of DNA and RNA in terms of diagnosis, no, like sa mga microorganisms, mga cancers, autoimmune diseases, genetic mutations. So on a molecular scale na yung determination of the diseases. Example nito yung mga PCR, mga gene sequencing, mga DNA and RNA extraction techniques are also included here. And even yung mga emergent technologies, like yung mga mga microarray techniques, mga bioballistics, kasama yan as an example of molecular diagnostic test. So again, marami talaga ang MolBio, but just give some few examples. Then, same din siya. Ano yung mga test na bigay ko na, actually, mga examples. Ano yung uses niya, and applications, the advantage and disadvantage of this type of innovation in the laboratory. Okay, for the group of Miss Albis, Puntanar, Manalo, and Tumapang, we have molecular diagnostics. Okay, acknowledge na lang din group number 3 kung clear yung inyong activity. Thumbs up na lang ulit, no? Kulang nito thumbs up. Ayan, Miss Albis. Okay, next natin, group number 4. Mr. Lomerio. Patay siya. Okay, let's start with Miss Bacchiano. Group number 4 ka, ha? Miss Bacchiano. We have Garcia Eliza, 13 na tama na. Garcia. Macazo. Macazo. And Reynantes, 29. Okay. So again, for the group number 4, Miss Bacchiano, Miss Garcia Alaisa, Macazo, Mr. Macazo, and Mr. Reynante. So this will be your group members. The topic that will be assigned to you will be about TLA, Total Laboratory Automation. Yeah. So meaning overall operation starting from the pre-analytical phase up to the post-analytical phase will be controlled by computers, by programs, even by robotics. So lahat starting from pre-analytical phase, starting from the sample extraction, kahit yung pagkuha ng dugo ng pasyente will be already be automated. Robot na ang kumukuha. Pag-process, pag-test, paglabas ng results, even pagbibigay ng lab results sa pasyente are all computed, are all computer assisted na. Okay? So that will be the total laboratory automation. Okay, this includes yung mga analyzers natin, mga batch and discrete analyzers capable of performing multiple samples with multiple tests all at the same time. Okay, so those are examples of the total laboratory automation, TLA. So anong mga laboratory ba sa Pilipinas? Pwede yung isa sabihin kung ano yung mga nag-i-implement ng TLA dito lang po. But I think parang wala nga yata sa Pilipinas. US, ibang bansa, usually meron na silang total laboratory automation. No? Okay, may dapat during lecture, supposedly, papakita ko sa inyo, may video ko niyan din sa PowerPoint. No? Nga lang, sira na naman ang laptop ko. No? Kailangan na mapalitan talaga. 5 years lang ang kanyang lifespan. So again, group number 4, TLA, Total Laboratory Automation. Next group, pa-acknowledge. Thumbs up. Thumbs up ka na dyan, Miss Garcia. Ganyan, ganyan. Ganun sa video, ganun lang. Thumbs up ka na. So, acknowledge na ni Miss Garcia. Next natin, group number 5. Group number 5, okay, starting with Mr. Blanco. Okay. Blanco, group number 5. Next, Miss Giraldo. Okay, next. Wala yung kasutak. Sino number 5? Ayun, Miss Rosero. And Miss Tibayan. Okay, Miss Tibayan, number 2. Okay, so again, for group number 5, we have 4 members as well. Mr. Blanco, Miss Giraldo, Mr. Blanco, Miss Giraldo, Miss Rostero, and Miss Tibayan for the group number 5. Okay, the topic that will be assigned to you will be about number 5. Ito. Biosensors. For the group number 5 will be biosensors. So, ano yung mga biosensors natin? Kung meron tayong POCT, portable and handheld, this time it's wearable. Sinusuot na. Okay, mas portable pa siya sa POCT devices natin. So, this includes yung mga nanotechnology-based, mga microchip-based, laboratory procedures. So, it is for long-term monitoring of diseases. Like for example, yung ginagamit sa mga insulin therapies, diba? We have mga microchips, mga patches, mga smartwatches, smart rings. Those are examples of biosensors. Okay, mga wearable. Yan. So, mga emerging technologies talaga yan. Hindi siya tulad ng mga POCT na existing na, this time emergent. Papalabas pa lang, talagang pasikat pa lang siya, no? Okay, for group number 5, Mr. Blanco, Ms. Geraldo, Ms. Rosero, and Ms. Tibayan, we have biosensors. Okay, bio and sensor. Acknowledge na lang for your group or group representative. Okay. Next, we have group number 6. Okay, group number 6. So, dito sa 6 members na to, dito sa 6 na to, okay, dito ako magdi-distribute ng remaining 6. Kasi we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. So, meron pa tayong 6 na sobra. So, meron tayong 6 groups na 5 members. No? And 2 groups na 4 members. So, for the group number 6, okay, for the group number 6, we have Miss or Mr. Miss Bolano. Group number 6, now we have Miss Bolano, Miss Gimao, Mr. Lomerio, and Miss Samaniego. Okay. Again, for the group number 6, Miss Bolano, Miss Gimao, Mr. Lomerio, and Miss Samaniego for the group number 6. So later on, dadagdagan ko kayong 6 groups ng isa pang members, no, para dun sa mga excess natin. So, for the group number 6, the topic assigned to you will be about, saan na yun? Group number 6. Oh, wala. Ito. Immunodiagnostics. So, assigned topic for the group number 6 will be about immunodiagnostics. So, ito yung mga specific antigen and antibody reactions na used to detect various diseases, infections in the body. No? Like, for example, kapag nagkasakit ka, na-expose ka sa isang microbes, your body will create an antibody in order to counteract that foreign body. So, that presence of antibody will be used to detect whether you have an existing or whether you are recovering, no? Or kung nagkakaroon na ba ng immunity to a particular disease. So, example yan, yung mga hepatitis test, kasama dyan yun. Yung mga enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay, gumagamit sila ng enzymes. Mga radio-immunoassay, gumagamit ng radiation. The fluorescent immunoassay, gumagamit ng light emission, and many others. Madami yan. Yun yung mga examples natin. The same as well, you will provide the uses, the applications din, mga advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so your topic will be about immunodiagnostics. Kasama rin dyan actually yung mga drug testing, yung mga pregnancy tests. Okay, so pa-acknowledge na lang din, Mr. Lomerio. Hindi ko ba si Mr. Lomerio? Thumbs up ka sa camera. Ayan. So that will be your topic for the for your group, immunodiagnostics. Now, next group. So, itong dalawang groups na to, wala kayong another members, no? Kasi 6 lang talaga yung sobra natin. So, 4 members kaya per group. Let's start with group number 7. 4 members starting from Mr. Carbonell. Next, we have Miss Limbo. Okay. Mr. Montano. And Miss Suelo. Okay, Miss Suelo. Again, for the group number 7, Mr. Carbonell, Miss Limbo, Mr. Montano, and Miss Suelo. So, the topic that will be assigned to you will be about flow cytometry. Actually, one of the implemented analyzer to in the total laboratory automation. Again, your topic will be about flow cytometry. So this will be an instrument or an equipment used predominantly in hematology, ng mga clinical microscopy, microbiology, tsaka mga cancer studies. No? It uses light scattering capabilities of the particle detected in a fluid sample. Ang iba't ibang mga particles, particle properties like size, shape, granularity, they will all be differentiated with the use of light. Ilaw ang ginagamit natin. So again, your topic will be about flow cytometry. Okay, group number 7, Carbonell, Limbo, Montano, and Suelo. The topic is about flow cytometry. Okay, flow as in agos and cytometry. Okay? Acknowledge na lang din any representative of the group. Okay, Miss Limbo. The next natin, group number 8, last group. Okay? For those na hindi manatawag, i-distribute ko kayo sa first 6 groups natin. Okay, for the group number 8, starting with Miss Serdon. Okay, Serdon, Mr. Garcia, Nitan, okay. Miss Malyari, and last, Miss Rodriguez. Okay. Wala. Long side up. Okay, so Mr. Don, Mr. Garcia, Miss Malyari, and Miss Rodriguez. So the topic that will be assigned to you will be about AI-driven diagnostics. AI-driven diagnostics. So dito, this will be about any application of AI in the field of medicine, even including yung mga tinatawag na telepathology, meaning kausap mo na actually an AI persona na to provide you a diagnosis na based on the lab result that you have provided to the program. So meaning nagkakaroon siya tinatawag na assisted interpretation at patterns and algorithmic recognition. Diba yung ginagawa? Ano kaya yung mga possible na pwedeng mangyari or pwedeng ma-develop the progress depending on the current lab results, mga patient's history. Okay? With the use of what? Predictive and generative AI. Yun yung ginagamit. Yun yung application ng AI natin sa laboratory diagnostics. So again, your topic will be about AI-driven diagnostics. Group of Miss Serdon, Mr. Garcia, Miss Malyari, and Miss Rodriguez. Okay. Now, for the rest na hindi natawag natin. So, i-distribute ko kayo. Starting with Miss... Hindi ba? Miss Jose. Okay, Miss Jose will be assigned to group number 1 together with Mr. Abuan, Miss Duran, Mr. Indalan, Miss Pinza. Okay? Miss Jose, ang topic mo will be POCTs. Miss Jose, so 5 members na sa POCT. Next group, next member, we have Mr. Lamparero. Lamparero will be assigned with the group of Miss Adonis, Ebreo, Inosito, and Salvador. So, Mr. Lamparero, the topic will be about LIS, Laboratory Information System. Next, Miss Martinez, no? Tama, hindi pa nagtatawag. Okay, Miss Martinez. Miss Martinez, you will be assigned with group of Miss Albis, Miss Puntanar, Miss Manalo, and Miss Tumapang. So your topic will be about molecular diagnostics. Martinez. Okay, kasama nila Miss Albis, si Miss Martinez. Mr. ba next? Miss Rodriguez, meron na. Miss Samaniego. Tama? Okay, si Miss Samaniego. Meron si Miss Samaniego. Miss Somoshiera. Okay, si Miss Somoshiera will be assigned to the group of Miss Maciano, Miss Garcia Liza, Mr. Macazo, and Mr. Reynante. Okay? So, your topic will be about total laboratory automation. Miss Somoshiera. Okay? Next natin, group na, Miss Badil. Miss Badil, you will be assigned with the group of Mr. Blanco, Miss Geraldo, Miss Rosero, and Miss Tibayan. Okay, your topic will be about biosensors. And last, Mr. Victa. Okay, Mr. Victa, you will be assigned on group of Miss Bolano, Miss Limao, Mr. Lomerio, and Miss Samaniego. Okay, si Victa. The topic will be about immunodiagnostics. Ayan. So, again, we have 6 groups with 5 members and 2 groups with 4 members. Bali-bali na sabi ko kanina na 4 and 3 members. Kulang pala yun. Masyadong konti pala. Okay? So, I hope lahat nailista niyo yung mga group members ninyo, so you will coordinate together to brainstorm some contents that you will input on your reporting. Paano kayo magde-designate ng mga pabasahin. Supposedly, this will be actually lecture siya, no? Na meron kayong quiz after the lecture. But, yun nga, no? Instead of a lecture, wala pa tayo kasing reporting na type of output. So, yun yung gagawin natin for the pinaka-last topic natin, which is, fortunately, per subtopics naman yung coverage niya, kaya mabibigyan tayo ng mga kanya-kanyang assigned subtopics, no? Dapat, again, sabi ko kayo na may quiz kayo dito, but ito na yung magiging output ninyo, the reporting. For those, no, na umattend nung PISMETs during the PISMET Congress, kapag may quiz tayo dito, exempted dapat kayo sa quiz natin about this topic, the advent of modern laboratory procedures. But meron kayong quiz dapat lahat sa healthcare waste management system. But yun nga, dahil wala nga tayong meeting, wala tayong magiging quiz for that. So, for those na umattend ng PISMET, exempted sila sa quiz ng healthcare waste management system. So, yung post ko sa Canvas na Google Form link, hindi nyo na kailangang i-take yan lahat ng umattend. Yung mga hindi umattend, meron naman akong list provided by the LD for those na sumama, no? Kayo lang yung mag-take, yung mga hindi umattend. Okay? So, yun yung merit na nakuha ng mga umattend sa PISMETs. No? So, meaning to say, yung mga umattend, again, pag binost ko yung link, wag nyo nang i-open yung Google Form link. Exempted na kayo for that. Okay? So, ang magiging output na lang na need i-comply will be yung assignment, yung quiz na pinost ko for those na hindi pa nakakapag-take, quiz about the CPD and the and the professional orgs, as well as for the final output. Okay? Sorry, itong reporting din ba yung final output? Yun na lang ang need nyo i-comply. Deadline for this reporting will be until December 6, last day ng final period natin, December 6. No? Then, for the final requirement, yung interview, nasa canvas nyo na yun. Nandun na lahat ng guidelines, ng consent, yung sample questions na pwede ninyong i-modify. No? Nandun na siya lahat. The deadline as well. Rubrics, no? Nandun na rin siya kung paano yung pointing system natin. The lowest will be 4 per criteria unless wala talaga kayong sinubmit. So, wala tayong marirecord na grade. Wala tayong ma-check dun sa rubrics, no? So again, the lowest grade will be 4 per criteria. So 5 yung criteria natin doon. And maximum of 10 points. Then, tsaka ako magde-deduct kapag depende dun sa medium na sinubmitin nyo or file, no? Pwedeng P3T, pwedeng recorded video, pwedeng live na face-to-face ninyo siya ni-record, audio recording or transcript. Nakadepende dun kung paano yung magiging deductions kasi it will be unfair for those na nag-effort talaga mag-live interview, di ba? Mag-online na naka-Zoom, real-time. Pero yung iba nag-submit ng audio lang, yung iba nag-submit ng transcript lang, no? Yung pinag-usapan nila yung discussion. Okay? So, yun, no? Yung magiging deduction at the end, sa pinakadulo siya. Then, meron tayong separate output for the reflection. Okay? Reflection siya, pinakahuli. So, yung magiging content ng folder na pag-uploadan nyo ng mga submission for the final requirement will be the output, yung mismong output ng interview, the consent, approved consent, meaning may receiving sheet sila. Natanggap nila yung may pinirmahan. Then, i-upload nyo rin siya sa Google Drive. Yung reflection paper ninyo with the attached license. Okay, attached license nung professional. So, be sure to blur any sensitive information like the birthday, yung license number, i-blur nyo yan, mga important information. Ang mahalaga will be their names as well as yung kanilang profession. Proof na professional yung i-interview ninyo. So again, hindi lang medical professional ang kailangan yung i-interview. Any licensed professional pwede nyong interview. No? Teachers, engineers, brokers, chemists, basta license, meaning meron talaga silang PRC license or the PRCI is approved. Yun, no? So, deadline na until December 14. So, much better kung i-submit nyo before na para wala na kayo problemahin after December 6, bakasyon na kayo nun. Ang bakasyon ninyo, 1 month and 1 week. Ang haba ng bakasyon nyo ngayon. Second week ng January ang balik natin ng classes. So, first week will be start na ng exam. After that, sem break nyo na. Okay? So, yun para mahaba-haba, no? Huwag nyo na paabutin yung deadline. Huwag nyo na paabutin ng December 14 yung pag-submit nyo ng mga outputs. Diba? Again, clear ko lang yung sa quizzes. Magpo-post ako ng quiz about the healthcare waste management system. So for those na umattend ng PISMET, hindi nyo na need i-take yung quiz. Exempted na kayo doon. Hindi nyo na siya kailangan i-take. Okay? For those na hindi umattend, so take nyo siya. Okay? Then for those na hindi pa nakakapag-take ng previous quiz, yung quiz about CPD and professional org, please pakitake nyo na. And by the way, kapag meron kayong mga questions na mali ang sagot, magre-regrade ako dun, no? Basta sundin yung instruction. Meron kasi akong hindi na-edit na question. So, may instruction ako pero ako mismo yung hindi sumunod. So, ako na lang magre-regrade nun kahit mali yung sagot, kahit mali yung lumabas, but tama yung answer ninyo. Okay? Clear ba tayo? Meron tayong quiz for those na hindi pa nakapag-take. Please, pakitake nyo na yan. Any question? I think lahat naman natawag na, no? Natawag naman lahat. Meron bang hindi natawag? Meron bang hindi natawag? Natawag naman siguro lahat, no? Okay, so may question ba regarding sa magiging group work or yung mga current outputs that you need to submit? Meron ba? Or wala na?
Wala na po, sir.
Wala na. Clear ba? Clear sa lahat? For those na wala dito, please paki-remind nyo na lang yung mga group members ninyo, especially for the dancers. Marami bang dancers dito sa Section A? Ilan bang dancers sa Section A? Marami din ata, no? So, yan. Paki-remind sila yung mga excuse for today. Kung sino-sino yung mga members nila. So, please contribute kamo, no? Kasi part din yan ng ating reporting grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tama. Naka-highlight naman na lahat. So, wala na bang question? Wala nang question. Ayan. Pwede na kayong tumulong ulit daw sa pag-refer ng props ng kulayawan natin. No? And kung available lang naman kayo, please, pwede kayong tumulong. No? Lalong-lalo na tayo yung defending champion. So, kailangan talagang effort yung paggagawa ng props, yung pag-perform ng mga dancers natin na para maka-claim ulit natin yung pinakamataas na pasiklaban points for the SMLS. Yun kasi yung pinakamalaki, I think, the Kulayawan prize. No? Isa pa, no? Please support yung dalawa ninyong representative ng section for our League of Wizards. No? We have Miss Garcia and Miss Tibayan. Yan. Sila yung ating representatives for the individual categories natin ng current events and trivia as well as history and culture. Huwag kayong kabahan na meron kayong mga moral support ng mga classmates. Yan. So, pwede kayo manood during the quiz show. I think ang venue will be on at dyan, I think sa DLRC, sa library ang venue. No? So, last year, hindi naman tayo yung champion last year, tayo yung first place na may champion kasi. So, hopefully, na makasungkit ulit tayo. But the thing is, just enjoy. No? Yan yung parang magiging practice. Nag-base actually kami dito sa mga pinaka-mataas ang grades sa major subjects. So kasi possibly, conditioning na rin to or way na rin to para parang preparation na rin siya for a national setting ng ating quiz show. Kasi possibly sila rin yung pwedeng maging representative. Malay nyo, kayo rin pala, yung ibang hindi sumali, no? Representative natin for possibly the National PAMIT and PASMIT Quiz Show. Every year, nag-represent tayo doon ng mga medtech students. No? At ng medtech students naglalaban-laban. Kanilang mga lahat ng schools naglalaban-laban for quiz show. Okay? So, please support again your two classmates for this upcoming League of Wizards. Okay, so may question ba? Do we still have any other questions? Wala na? Okay, kung wala ng question, please acknowledge na lang natin. Thumbs down. Thumbs down lang. Ayan, wala na, no? Okay, so kung wala ng questions, siguro pwede tayo mag-dismiss. So you may now exit the Google Meet. So for those na nasa school, kung gusto nyo tumulong for the props preparation, napunta lang kayo sa GD2 6th floor. Nandun yung mga LD, yung mga kuya at ate ninyo, no? So, sabihin nyo lang sila kung ano yung pwede nyo maitulong, no? And it will be greatly appreciated. No? Kasi next week na kasi siya. So, thank you for attending and again, good luck for the remaining